Second point I want to discuss about, that is, yeah, why good candidates don't get calls. Does any one of you can tell me this? No? All right, I'll tell you. So, this is one of the most, frustrating thing for candidates, and I completely understand that, right? So let me be honest. Most candidates don't get, calls are not bad at all, right? They are just not visible in the right way, right? So what you can do? So, here are some of the real, reasons good candidates get ignored. One, might be the reason, right? So one, your candidate doesn't match the JD language, right? So even if your experience is relevant, right? If your CV language doesn't match the job descriptions, it may never pass the first scan, right? Recruiters, you know, often search CVs using keywords. So let's say, for example, if your CV says people operations and the JD says HR journalist, you might get missed, right? The another reason is too many similar profiles. So for one role, recruiters might get 200, 300, 500 CVs, right? And many of them look exactly the same. So even a good profile can get lost if it doesn't stand out clearly and quickly, right? One another reason maybe is um, you know career story is unclear. So career story unclear means you have frequent job changes, unclear transitions, and no visible progression, right? So recruiters may not reject you consciously, but they hesitate, and this hesitation often means no call, right? And the third or the fourth reason might be the wrong time, right? So it is, uncomfortable, but it's true, right? So sometimes your CV is good, but budget is frozen is the reason. Hiring is paused, or role priority has changed. So you'll never know. This is a candidate, right? So don't take, every rejection personally, right? So this I want to cover in the second point. Third, I want to talk about uh, what kind of emails actually get replies from recruiters, right? So now let's talk about emails, right? Because this is where most people go wrong. So recruiters ignore most emails, okay? Not because they're rude, but because most emails sound like this, like hi sir, ma'am, I'm very interested in your esteemed organization, etc, right? So this this sound really generic, copy pasted, and and desperate, right? Emails that get replies usually have these three things. One, the clear subject line. So for an example, if I'll give you both the bad example and the good example, right? So the bad example would be job application, etc, 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 right? The good example will be my role. Let's say I am applying for a HR generalist role. Maybe slash what is my experience. Let's say my experience is 15 years. So 15 years, and where I'm currently located. So I'm in Bangalore. So this is a concise, subject line which might cause a direction. Second is short and specific content, right? So recruiters, do not want your story life, your life of the story, right? They want who you are, what you do, and why you are relevant. So just in 4 or 5 lines maximum, right? Third thing is respectable confidence, respectful confidence. No bagging, no overconfidence, just calm, professional clarity. One more thing, attachment matters, right? So, always name your CV properly. For example, if I want to make my CV, I'll clearly mention that my name is Apurv Srivastava. My role is, let's say, HR journalist. I have my experience. .etc. Right? So Apurv Srivastava, experience and role, right? This is something good and catches recruiters' eye. So this is the third point what I want to talk about. The fourth point what we're gonna discuss is uh, okay. how to approach the right people without spamming on LinkedIn, right? So now let's talk about LinkedIn, right? Because this is where most damage happens. See, spamming doesn't work, right? Sending the same message to 50 recruiters doesn't harm that good. Here's how recruiters generally or actually prefer to be approached. One, choose the right person. Don't message the CEO for an entry level role, right? Look for recruiters hiring for your function, maybe an HRBP or talent partners of that team. Second, read before messaging. If someone has clearly written, please apply through career page, respect that, right? It already tells a recruiter a lot about your professionalism. Third, send a human message, not like, hi, I'm looking for opportunities, etc., 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 right? Instead of that, mention it, mention the role, mention why you are relevant, and keep it short. And most importantly, don't follow up every day, right? If someone doesn't reply, move on politely. Silence is not disrespect, man, right? Silence is not disrespect. It often just workload, right? And the final advice to you guys, and it is one of the most important part of this video, you know, let me leave you with one honest truth, right? So recruiters are not your enemies, dude. They are not gatekeepers trying to stop you. They are under pressure, managing volumes, timelines, and expectations. If you make their job easier, you stand out automatically, right? So what you're gonna do is clear CV, clear communication, right approach, and right timing. That's how you win, not by spamming, for sure, right? In the next video, I'll break this down further in CV examples, email templates, LinkedIn message examples, AI tools to improve all of these, right? And if this helped you, stay connected, take care, and I'll see you in the next video.